Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, or rather, good afternoon, beautiful people. My name is Dorcas, and this is the second video for my channel. I'm so grateful. I've seen a lot of people subscribe, I've seen a lot of people view the last one I uploaded, even though it was barely 1 minute. But I just want to thank every single person for reaching out and getting to know what my channel is about, and I know it can only get better. So today I want to talk to you beautiful people about my story growing up. I grew up in Delta State. My name is Dorcas for those who do not know, and for those who know what it's like growing up in Nigeria, growing up in a place like Delta State, you wouldn't expect someone to get out of that space and look a certain way, because there is an identity to that place called Delta. But I was privileged to grow up with parents who were very strict, who kept us indoors, who were well educated, and they just felt it was best to cut us out of what was going on around us. And I think that really helped me, because that was my first experience of having my personal space and getting to curate the image I wanted to present to the world. So growing up in Delta State, I never had anyone I could look up to when it comes to the woman I believed I wanted to be, the woman I had fallen in love with. And I had the opportunity to have TV time, and then I discovered the Genevieve Onaji, who was my first role model, and she's just amazing. She's so amazing. I learned a lot from her. I got to exercise the power of being a protege to someone I barely even know, getting into that script of having a mentor, having a role model, and it was so amazing. I got to the point where I knew that I had watched so many of her movies, Busting Out, Silent Scandal, and at that point when I had gotten to the university, I could recite every single word she used in that movie because I was obsessed. I had seen a part of myself in her, and I believed that that was a way of me learning how to become the woman I wanted to be. Genevieve is so poised, she's so elegant, she's so classy, but what got me the most about her is she's very, very authentic. She's someone that you give her the style for a wedding and everybody comes dressed in the style, the typical Nigerian way, and Genevieve just destroys she destroys the wedding with her own style that is just so unanimous to her, so specific to who she is. And I learned a lot about what it meant to own your own style, what it meant to own how you speak. Because at the end of the day, we don't want to have role models and mentors who will look exactly like. You pick one from one person, you pick from another person, and then you try to see how you can configure it to the woman you want to be. So I learned a lot about poise and etiquette passively from Genevieve Onaji. I would boldly say she was my first role model, and I haven't met her, but I can't thank her enough. And 2 years back, I had the opportunity of going to a training session for the future first ladies, and there I met my second mentor. My elder sister had worked with her, and while she worked with the lady, I knew this was a woman I wanted to understand her style, because I don't just dub, or rather I don't just copy people. I want to understand the concept. I want to understand why you do what you do. You understand? And that was one thing that really, really got to me. She had a sleek ponytail. She was very, very poised and elegant, but she conveyed a lot of substance, which is another part of being an elegant woman that people don't talk about. You understand? So I got to learn a lot from her for a 6-week course, 6 weeks or 3 months. And I got certified at the end of the day. And that really was what started this whole thing on. "Hmm, I've been learning this for over 20 years. Why don't I start something about it? Why don't I get to know what people think and see how we can share ideas and all that?" So I would say role modeling and mentoring and learning unconsciously, learning passively has really, really helped me become the woman that I am today. I've always had interest in having a standard. I don't know why. Okay, I think I do know why. I grew up in a place where I have a lot of ladies who settle for less, and I have a big issue with that. Down to what I use on my skin, down to what I put on my body. I'm not a brand fanatic, but yeah, I just feel like, why don't I have one good bag rather than having 10 mediocre bags? I'd rather have one. You should come to my place. It's quite scanty, because I'm a minimalist. I don't like doing too much. But at the same time, I just don't like it when things do not have a standard. I just don't like it when there is no quality attached to whatever is going on around me. It sets me off. Okay, so I've always had a love for quality, for standard, for premium, anything premium packages. I just really, really love it. And I had set myself on that lane for several years now. I would go with my foundation if that's the only thing I can afford. But as long as it's a really, really good foundation, I have always lived my life that way. So that was one thing I learned as well, looking up to these women for inspiration. At some point in time, I started getting the feedback of what I had invested in myself for over 20 years. That, oh, you sound like this person. Oh, did you grow up in Nigeria? Never been out of Nigeria. Well, I've been to Benin and Togo for a school trip, but not outside the country. But I listened to who I felt I wanted to be like, and every morning I have a certain role model I listen to. Every week there's someone I study her style, this, the makeup, why she did what she did. So I'm not just cloning. You don't want to clone, but I'm getting to see how I can apply certain things to myself as Dorcas. Okay, so that's basically it. My learning style, becoming the woman that I am today, was mostly passive until I did the future first ladies training. That was in 2019, and it was really, 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 really enlightening to me. I would like to say, where am I? Where am I now? Take a deep breath before I answer that question. Where am I now? Where is Dorcas now? I think I'm at a point in my life where I'm very, very comfortable being who I am. I'm extremely comfortable owning my brand, owning simplicity, owning less drama, owning my minimalistic approach to life. And I have no interest whatsoever in being any other person other than myself. And I do have a dream. I do have a dream that in the nearest future, this video would be something that is used to educate women in churches, women in schools, because you go through school and nobody tells you anything about personal branding. Nobody tells you anything about setting up yourself right for the outside world. And that is something I had to learn on my own. That is something I had to do trial and errors, trial and errors, trial and errors. And at the end of the day, I'm still learning. I'm still trying to understand what could be better, because we always learn, we always grow. And I'm just so excited on how far I've come. But I just started, and there was this quote I saw in a movie I was watching recently, which said, pressure is what makes a diamond, it's what makes a diamond pure, something like that. And I would say I've grown up in a place where I could have made the excuse that, oh, I grew up in Delta State, I'm this, I'm that, and all that. And perhaps may not have had the parents I had who were well educated, who are still very much learning every single day of their lives. And I could have said, oh, this is the path I want to. This is just how my life should be because, well, there's nobody to learn from. But I actively, I'm an introvert. I need to stop saying that. But one thing I do actively is search out the woman out there, the type of woman out there I see myself as trying to search for that woman that I know, oh, I could take one thing from this person, oh, I could learn this from this person. And a lot of my role models are people I have not met, but I have drank so much of them, so much of them that when you come around me, sometimes people like, oh, you have this aura, you have this aura. I didn't come from, that family where you have servants attending to you and pouring your coffee and all that, but you can look the part if you want to. It's all a matter of the mind, it's all a matter of training. So I basically just wanted to talk to you about how I started this journey over 20 years ago. And I would like to say that there are several misconceptions about what it means to be an elegant lady, to be a poised woman. Being slim does not make you elegant. It could help, but it doesn't make you elegant. Coming from a rich family doesn't make you elegant. You can't buy class, like they say. And I have seen that on several occasions. The fact that you have money doesn't mean you know how to comport yourself. The fact that you have some money in the bank doesn't mean you know how to treat people right. So it's not a criteria for being a lady of poise or a lady who is elegant. And having a good skincare routine is good. It really helps. But having a good skin does not make you an elegant woman. Nope, it doesn't. Having the right clothes, the slay mamas, it's good to look good, but maybe you should check the dictionary. There's a lot to being an elegant woman, and I am still actively learning because starting this channel, I wouldn't just be speaking to you from my experiences, I wouldn't just be speaking to you from my passive lessons I learned. I have to come correct as well. Okay, so those are certain misconceptions about what it means to be a woman of poise, a graceful woman, an elegant lady. It's so much deeper than that, and I know most times when we watch videos, we get to hear about the outside experiences or the outside concept of what it means to be an elegant lady, or what it means to be a lady of poise. But in this channel, probably would have to go deeper, way deeper. That's about it. For the African, we're in Nigeria, right? For the African setting, I have learned by trial and error as well, and I know that when it comes to the African elders, especially here in Nigeria, you don't want to walk past an elderly person to talk upon in the name of you're being poised, you're being elegant. Nobody understands that language, not here, anyways. Okay, so I have learned that for this African setting, an African man, an African woman, an elder sees you as something when you can walk past the room and acknowledge them. Number one. And number two, when you can be of help to them in that moment. Bye Kaleo, or good morning, sir. This, and all that. Can I carry your briefcase? That is when you are Omodada. That is when you are poised and elegant. Trust me, the definition and the practicality when it comes to the African setting is entirely different. Don't go in front of an elderly man and you're like, who is this? Right? And then for the younger generation, I've learned that it's not so much hard work. They just want you to say hi. You walk into the room, no matter how poised and elegant you are, someone just expects you to say, hello, good morning, how are you, how you doing? And then if you're in a setting where you have to be together, you could, have a word or two to say and not just keep quiet because you're the diva of mankind and, just calm down, pipe down. It's not that deep, right? So this is something I just want to encourage us. This is my second video, actually my first video, but um there's so much more to poison etiquette, and that's just my story. And I dream of a time where I would be on a larger platform. Actually, I don't crave a larger platform, I just crave the lesson getting to the people that need it. So I want to thank you for staying to the end of today's video. I'm so excited for the people that are subscribing more. I was like, wow, this is really happening. Thank you so much for watching. Please share the video, subscribe to this channel, and hit the notification bell because I'll be uploading more. And I hope we grow together because trust me, I'm still on, you know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.